Thank you for joining us this evening. We are playing Alas for the Awful Sea, and when we last left our intrepid spacefaring adventurers, they were curling in a spiral of death down towards some kind of reddish, boiling, acid-filled hellhole.
I don't remember the spiraling towards our death. I remember spiraling, but deeper into the alcohol red core. That was what.
I'm making a poetic license.
Right.
Build tension.
All right.
Foreshadowing.
It's foreshadowing.
I'm wondering whether we need to do a Jim Lovell, everybody. And for those of you too young to remember Apollo 13, we might have to do a manual burn to control our spin so that we can bring the spaceship back under control. Who's best at acting with force?
Hang on. Was there anything else other than
I think Ben and I have
dying?
burnt out nostrils, so I don't think we're going to be much use.
Well,
all right,
we have an AI driving the ship, so it's probably...
Surely the ship computer can...
The ship, the AI is part of the ship, so it might be a bit discombobulated at the moment.
Oh, because it gets dizzy because it's an AI somehow.
What's your brawn there, Jacob?
Oh, my brawn? Yeah, no, I've got a good brawn.
Why don't you take the joystick and see if you can manually burn us out of the spin?
I'll attempt it. What am I doing?
You're acting with force.
Rolling 2d6, adding your brawn.
No pressure.
Do we get a bonus for any kind of navigational systems or anything like that?
Oh, what if you guys blow out?
I don't think there's any bonus.
Yeah, cool. I don't know if this game had it.
Well, you can help people.
No.
Yep.
What? Help or hinder? I'll help you then. I'm going to help you. Here you go.
John,
you can help me.
Can I say, you're helping because the rope that's attached to me is actually wrapped around the joystick at the same time.
Yeah. That's right, and I'm straining to get away.
As a mercenary, you're good at helping people, knowing that you'll get paid for it.
Deal with
problems, right? Here we go. I'm helping you.
I'll pay you with delicious food.
What did you roll?
So for helping, I rolled 11 plus 1. I rolled a 12. You get a plus 2 to your
plus 2 friendship.
Force.
Okay, plus 2.
Awesome. So I rolled a 7 plus 2 brawn plus your plus 2 makes 11.
Ooh. You get to choose. You get to choose 3 of
these.
I
get to choose 3 of these things.
You take a definite hold of it, or of the situation. You suffer a little harm. You inflict terrible harm. You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy. So choose 3 of those.
You're going to impress
your enemy.
Yeah, impress the alcohol.
Yeah, that's the logic.
Take hold of their situation. Impress, dismay, frighten your enemy, and suffer little harm or inflict terrible harm.
Hang on, there's only 3 options, and we have 3 choices.
4 options.
There's 4 options.
Which one don't you want to do?
I don't want to inflict terrible harm.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't think. Do I? Well, I don't know.
Yeah. So you suffering harm is something that happens to you. So you need to take 1 harm.
No, I suffer little harm.
So yes, you take 1 harm. In fact, everybody on the ship takes 1 harm.
Oh.
Wow.
Ben, can you please describe your injury to me?
I have a rope around my neck, which the mercenary has used to help pull the joystick in the right direction by yanking it. I get a neck strain.
Rope burn.
Rope burn.
No, I get rope burn, and I blame the boy.
That's right.
Look what you did to my head.
You mean space rope burn?
Oh, you will be sorry. You'll be sorry, all right.
Rope burn. Oh, jeez.
John, what's your injury?
Well, I had my nose in the nostriloscope. What was it called?
Oh, no.
Nostrilator, the nostril.
Nostrilator. And so I have a searing burn up my right nostril.
Johnny.
Are
we?
I don't know.
Johnny,
I mean, what was I? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. I think maybe I've so what's a good injury? Maybe I hurt my wrist. and trying to control the joystick.
Oh, you can't
and
stir
it's my stirring wrist. Yeah.
Oh, it's a cutting hand.
That's your stirring soup.
It's my stirring
I was
wrist.
a joke that you suffer laryngitis, but that was more playing into your microphone situation. But
yeah, I know.
All right, RSI on the wrist, Murray.
Yep.
It's rope burn that I blame on Max.
Okay, Nathan.
Yeah, the rope whips through my fingers, and
I've got a neck injury because my hi-hat is full of technology, and any sudden movement, my head is just it moved, and it's I'll struggle to even wear a hat.
Does it have a strap on your top hat?
Yes, it does. It's actually an invisible
so
strap.
It's like a helmet, but it's a top hat.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Did anyone ever see that 19th century weapon where it was a police helmet that had a gun in it and a balloon that you blew into and it fired the gun and
wow,
good design.
Good design.
Why is that not around nowadays?
Yeah, Murray, can you tell us why that isn't around?
I believe that it did some damage to the head of the person who fired the gun.
I'm gonna go with neck damage, hearing damage.
I think the 50 caliber bullet was a little large.
It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, so you inflict a little harm. You take definite hold of the situation. You stop the spin, and you manage to kind of cut the engine and refire it up again. All the while you're sort of swirling through this amazing miasma of sort of red dust and gas.
Can we inflict terrible harm in the sense, because that's our third one,
to the plot?
In the sense of the burn actually sending out a shockwave that sort of parts the gas?
The red gas, parting the red
gas?
All right, yeah. So you
right,
I see what
there's a kind of an audible boom as the engines kick back in again, and the red clouds part for a second to show you that you are careening towards a planetoid. Like it has a dusty surface, and
oh my gosh!
You are afraid. You're desperately trying to pull up, and you manage to get the nose up as the bottom of the ship slams into the ground and careens to a sliding hole. You know, one of those.
Look at that small moon.
That's not a moon. That's an olive in our margarita.
We've just shaken and stirred the martini.
Yeah.
Big trouble.
On a planet.
A planetoid, I believe.
Planetoid.
Does it have
It has a pip in the middle.
Can I just say, I like that Derek's plan for this. He was holding up his margarita. He's like this, but in space.
That's right.
I think Derek was very drunk, and he was drinking, and he was reading Horton Hears a Who, and basically he's combined the two in space alcohol.
Glorious combination.
The first major campaign of Derek's was me, but a Titan, and now it's my drink.
It's a giant drink.
My giant drink.
So, do we need away suits?
Yes,
should we test the atmosphere?
You do have space suits, and
well, we have.
they're actually quite.
Is there oxygen? Is there gravity?
There's a bit of gravity. There's probably about half a G, and you look out onto this very bleak landscape with its red sky.
Like a glazed cherry kind of red?
That's what I'm thinking.
If you were to smell
I still want to go
with
with the blood. The blood looking like a fresh
So is the
cut artery.
Is the
like a
red
fresh blood.
So the red gas is the thing that's emanating light in this scenario.
Yeah. So you're in the cockpit, right, Johnny? So you're sort of seeing all of this out the big window, not like the port window like you normally have.
Sorry, all this tech talk, the big window.
I like that he's looking at the red thing through the port window.
I'm looking at the red thing through the big window.
Through the big window. And you do notice the ground is very rocky, but over in the distance you notice that there is another spaceship that is also landing.
Recently?
Is it bottle shaped?
It's a bit hard to tell. You can definitely see the outline of it. It sticks out up against the other rocky ground, but
are they French?
Possibly.
The French.
Got here first.
No, it's brandy.
Ha
I'm rubbing my neck.
Yeah.
With through and glaring at Murray's character with slightly narrowed eyes.
Oh, do I notice? Oh.
Sense
Do I
another's,
care?
read another's thoughts.
Read another's thoughts. You'll be tasting the back
Can
of
you
my
read
hand.
his
That's what
face?
you'll be tasting, boy. All right, where are we? Read another's thoughts. Read another's thoughts.
Roll plus brain.
Brain. Well, good. I've got no brains. -1. 7. Ask 1. Is this character telling the truth? What does this character need most? What does this character intend to do?
You know what I need most? I need a neck massage.
What does this character wish I'd do? That's the one I'm going to read.
Oh. What do you wish he'd do?
Die.
Presumably take this thing off his neck.
Yeah, that's right. Puzzle, yeah. If I can't have he gets hideous. Maybe he gets hit by a bus, a space bus. But failing that, if he takes a rope off my neck, that'd be fine.
When you've earned it, Paulus.
What fatherly advice do you give him as you take
As I go off into the world independent of my rope.
You gotta earn freedom from the rope.
Oh, you haven't. I thought you said. You were
giving
No, I said when you've earned it.
Oh, when you've earned
Paulus.
it. Sorry. It's
When
just that
you've
you
earned
kind
it.
of mumble everything. It's hard to understand what you're saying.
Wow.
Wow.
Yank the rope. Yank the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can balance your neck strain by straining it the opposite way, mate.
Pull it again.
All right.
So all in Derek's
All
plan.
right. What
this
do you
happens.
do?
PvP.
I think we might.
Do we get into
turn
our
down the
spacesuits so we can go out onto the space
Oh,
asteroid?
question. We all have a spacesuit,
Space plunderoid?
except for one of us who was in event. Do we have like a child spacesuit, like a spare one?
No,
we can
but we
try.
do have an
I'm 21.
extra large adult one.
Ah, we do, don't
I'm
we?
quite gangly.
Good.
Oh,
So
just
the,
I'm sure
so
you're
the
all man
XXXL suit will fit you perfectly then.
Yeah, I've got to float around in it and bump off the top like.
With these gloves that are kind of hanging down with
Yeah.
this kind of limbs.
I'll just cinch my rope in around his
I'm a
waist.
hero.
It'll be a perfect fit.
Such a waste.
So I have a question for Derek.
Yes.
We saw the black outer cloud, but there was no alcohol in it.
Right.
And we went through the red inner cloud,
Yes.
and there was no alcohol in it.
Well, there was.
And now we're on a
some-
rock,
You found
which is
you
not
found-
made of alcohol.
Rock star.
You found a vein. You found a vein, and you were able to sample a little bit of it. I mean, your
A
tank is
vein?
probably about 5%. Yeah, like there was
Is
a
this
vein
alcohol or is this like heroin?
of. Well, I mean,
Same
it's
thing.
sort of
Same
like
thing.
sort of like
a good
mining, right? There's
Yeah, I guess.
there's
Yeah. So in amongst the red cloud, there is some of this liquid
correct.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we don't actually need to get out of the ship now that we're on the rock.
Yeah,
we're
but
not
we need
here
to
for
claim
rock.
it.
No.
Oh, this is a planet that's never been claimed before, and we can.
Oh, we
claim
need to
it.
put a flag in it.
Yeah, we need to. You have to put a flag in a planet.
And if someone else has claimed it, we need to kill
I get
them
it.
all in any
Yeah, so
memory
we'll
of
have
them
to check it
claiming
out. Yeah, we'll slaughter
Good
the
point.
indigenous population of the planet and then claim it.
As
Colonial.
Is that what you're saying, Barry?
Colonial cocaine.
I am really feeling uncomfortable about this.
I like that you brought up the plan, and
Yeah, I
everyone's
know,
like,
and Ben
yes,
feels
yes,
like
no,
I'm
actually, no, cut that.
You're the bad people, not me. I just came up with it.
That's right.
I just had the idea.
I'm only thinking of orders.
Does there look like any sign of life on the planet?
Or on the
Toy?
other ship.
There's a
Excluding
Oh,
the
yeah.
other ship.
pool of people.
Excluding the other
the
ship.
kind of alcohol-shaped bottles.
Can we scan for life forms?
So,
Happy,
yeah,
happy
you
little life forms.
You do notice on the other side of the ship, the opposite. So you're looking out the big window, and over to the right, you see
on the port side.
Port side, you
Square,
see
triangle window.
this hulk of a ship that appears to be, dark and ominous and foreboding. Parked? No, I don't know if I'd use the word parked, but certainly, it's a bit hard to tell at this point.
It's in contact.
Does it have horrific lightning kind of playing around it and gothic architecture?
There's not that.
It's a vampire ship.
Does it have huge guns on the side?
To starboard.
Like, is it military?
To starboard, you have a number of... You do see a light in the distance on the horizon. Bear in mind the horizon's not that very far away on this thing.
So we could do the circumference of the whole planet in like 10 minutes or something?
If you jumped really high, you could probably... No, maybe not. Maybe not that.
Escape velocity.
We can try.
Yeah.
Well...
Or
I
we
think
just
we should
take
go
off.
over and see if that ship's worth salvaging.
Yes.
Or claim this planetoid for our own before they do.
Well, it might have really big guns.
Why not?
I've got a really big gun.
That's right.
Yeah, he's got a really big gun.
I think he said he has a really big gun.
I do.
Yeah, big gun.
You've all seen me in the showers.
I'm going to look at the computer AI for the translation.
Big gun.
Yes. The computer says that he's compensating for something else.
That's right. Why didn't my father love me? That's all I can say.
Does this ship run off astrology or something, possibly? I feel like he's a typical Gemini.
Such a scorpion.
All right, well, I don't know about you, but I'd like to put on a spacesuit and go have a look at this ship.
Yeah.
Maybe we could even find a way to take double the amount of alcohol back.
Yeah, sounds great. Or maybe they've already
Spacesuits.
preloaded with alcohol and then become marooned.
Well, if
Does
that's
the-
the
does
case,
the-
then they won't be in any state to be able to have us as guests, will they?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's very
Does the
bad.
spaceship look
Host
familiar in any way?
Give me a roll.
I have a special role as the kinsman,
Oh,
which is I know your kin.
I
okay.
hope this ends as a space party, and
I
we're all
like
having a
this.
space party together
All
on
right.
their ship.
And as the kinsman, hang on, let me look it up. If I know your kin, if I get it right, then I get some advantages, and if I get it wrong, all things go bad. All right, here we go.
Standard.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Plus balance. Here we go. Oh, I rolled a 10. Brilliant.
Nice.
All right.
A palpable success.
I confirm. Yes. And then what happens now? Our kin's way. Our kin's way.
I
Draw on the
recognize your
knowledge of
vagueness.
family reputation. So yeah, I kind of know where it's come from.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Bit of backstory.
Yeah, this. Look, you're only seeing the silhouette at this point. So the only determination that you can make is it's definitely of human origin,
Right.
and it's also one of the older models. So probably something that went out of service maybe 40 or 50 years ago.
Right.
Sounds completely safe.
It also sounds like it looks like.
Go.
I was about to say it looks like the silhouette of the past missions, the silhouette of the ship that got away. It's the exact same shaping, and you're like,
Yeah. I think that there's one of those ships that went out of commission 40 years ago.
It's a ghost ship.
I think it's worth investigating. Good salvage opportunity,
That's right.
I think.
There may be some toys in their original condition.
Wait, how old are you?
No, I'm 21.
can I
Oh,
be
yeah.
honest?
Okay, yeah.
It's
just that you said
2022.
toys,
He could
so
be
I was a
like
little thrown.
35.
You mean
I mean-
adult miniatures, right?
Wait, are we talking?
like for a
Are we
adult board
talking?
game?
Wait, are we talking actual age, or are we talking his internet identity, eh?
Right,
Those are
right,
two very different things.
ASL.
Or like shoe size. Like.
That's right. Yeah, let's investigate.
All right.
I'm excited.
Well, we only have one suit for you,
Well,
but hopefully it'll
that's-
fit.
Oh,
That's lucky because you'll be going in first.
Why are you so
I
That's
don't
not mean. He's
understand.
that's what
teaching
he used to say to his
lessons.
own father.
I was educating the boy.
All right, you get the suits up, you jump into the airlock, and you cycle the air.
This is all weightless, right? Oh no, there's a halfway.
half a G.
Half
Half a
okay,
G.
half a G on
Half
this
a G.
little bit. But normally when we're in the ship and it's all weightless, which is super cool.
Yes, except when you're accelerating. So.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
But
then
then
it's
there's still sort of a false sense of G's, isn't
Yeah,
there?
that's
Because
right,
the ship
yeah.
is accelerating.
Yeah.
like a false sense of
Cool.
security.
So you head out onto the landscape.
Oh,
It's rather dusty and dry and kind of crunchy underfoot.
Ooh.
And so you're heading over towards this hulk of a ship. Murray, as you get a bit closer, could we turn down the music a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit?
sorry,
Or
it
maybe
was-
play something a little bit more appropriate?
I have no idea what you're going
like-
for.
Yeah,
here,
we're up on an adventure.
1970s.
Derek, is the landscape kind of smooth, or is there little bits of like chunky little bits sticking out?
It's mostly smooth, but there is rocky outcroppings occasionally. So
So like a Ferrero Rocher kind of.
it is like a Ferrero Rocher, yeah.
Yeah,
But
excellent.
dusty,
but
like a
but
Ferrero
like-
Rocher
but like-
covered in.
like
Like a
Old.
Christmas Ferrero Rocher, which is actually filled with alcohol. Like one of
that's
those,
right.
like, oh my,
Yeah, that's a
oh,
And then-
one of those liqueur chocolate.
I want one of
Then
those.
sprinkle,
Like a
then
little
sprinkled with
liqueur.
Milo.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah, no, sprinkled with the dust that comes out of a vacuum cleaner. That's
delicious.
Oh, wait,
That's
what?
how I like my alcohol.
yeah. So there's that, and underneath this layer of dust, there's something kind of like a crunchy bit, like a
Crunchy.
yeah.
Can I investigate, like dig down and see what's underneath the dust?
Yeah,
Try
so
and
you
eat some.
clear away some of the dust, and it's like a frozen layer of liquid. And upon closer inspection, it does indeed appear to be
Whoa!
the spouse coal, space coal.
Oh,
We
Spackle.
found
this
it.
is like
It's like a
Liquid gold.
daiquiri, a frozen daiquiri.
We just
like
we
about
just
half a
tow the whole
centimetre
thing?
worth.
it's like a strawberry daiquiri. No, cherry, isn't it? Cherry daiquiri.
So we could just like scrape the
we
ice.
just tow the whole planetoid.
Yeah.
That's the ticket. Do that.
We'll have like
Can we do that?
We'll have like big drinking parties where people have really long straws, and we just like
Yeah.
put them up into space, and they like drink the planet dry
yeah.
and
Like
watch
how you
the
say
sun
space alcohol.
explode.
People create these incredible contraptions in order to drink the space alcohol.
This tiny
Like,
little bar attached to
giant
this giant
straws.
planetoid. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
But first,
I'll be
we
back
need to
in
go
one
to the
sec.
other
Yeah,
ship
we need
and
to
find out what's
investigate.
going on there.
Let's go, Nathan. We need to. We can keep playing. Yes.
Yep.
We need to investigate the other vessel.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you head away across the way to there. You do notice that the blue light is kind of pulsing, and when you sort of off to the other side, on the opposite side of your ship, that blue light is kind of pulsing in and out in a probably
Rhythmical
really
fashion.
unfriendly, ominous manner.
Oh, so it's not like they're having a dance party then, because
No.
that was where my first thought went.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Oh, they're all off their faces, everybody, and dancing. All right, I get my rifle out and I go, on you go, boy. I'll look after you. Go ahead.
So
Go
you
ahead.
get you get closer to the ship. Murray,
I sort of bounce along, but every now and then I bounce and they go because I come too far, like to the end of my rope. So,
oh dear.
And also, your feet aren't really in your feet part
right,
of the
yeah,
spacesuit.
yeah,
or
yeah, like
any limb.
The
He
space,
basically looks
the
like a
boots
giant
are kind
one
of
of those,
dragging
looks like a
along
piece of air
behind.
conditioning ducting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like giant slinky in his spacesuit.
But a heroic giant.
I know.
A
Really.
heroic giant slinky that
Yeah,
definitely looked 21. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
So you get a bit closer, Murray, and you definitely notice that it's it is a slightly like in its day, it was probably a fairly decent ship, and it was less in terms of freighter and more in terms of like inner system runabout type thing.
Right.
So it's a little bit smaller than your current ship.
Yep.
And does it seem empty or active? Does it seem powered down? It has a blue light flashing. Is that what you're saying?
No, the blue light is off to the other side. There's no light
Bluetooth,
coming
isn't
from
it?
this thing, but you do notice that there is the landing gear is down, and it's settled on its landing gear.
And
does it have a Wi-Fi signal? Like, does it have it? Like, are we picking up a Wi-Fi?
Yeah. So you ping it, and it gives an automated ping back. So there's still
what's
power.
the name of its Wi-Fi? Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi.
Steve's bunghole.
Steve's bunghole. Good luck. Guess my password.
I'd like to connect to Steve's bunghole.
I'd like to handshake with Steve's bunghole.
I'm gonna get in there if it kills me.
Oh, I think death is imminent.
Do you reckon you can penetrate his security though?
Oh.
Maybe a digital penetration.
Oh. This is terrible.
The edge and we just went right over it.
I'm sorry.
No,
I've crossed
I-
the line.
I think I did before you.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, dark, domestic violence is all fine and abusive parenting, but
That's right.
Steve's bunghole
Steve's
ruined
bunghole.
it. Ruined it.
Off the line.
Okay, that was not an area that I was expecting us to go in.
I can't imagine how that happened. All right.
So if we try and access like communication with them, are they around?
Is the ramp that you walk down down and open?
Oh, good question.
Or is it an airlock?
Is there an
kind of
airlock
style?
and the
Gangway.
outer door of the airlock's open, but the inner door's shut, as if someone came in? And
That would be how it is. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like someone's exited the vessel, and not
Yeah.
We
returned.
get to steal this ship before they get back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bonus.
Nice.
I've always wanted a ship of my own.
And a space.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
Can
I
we-
go
can
into
we
the
open
airlock
the door?
and we close the outer door.
You
Does,
just want-
does everyone want to come into the airlock with me?
no, just
I
you.
think
just
we
want
should all
Steve's-
go in. Yeah.
You just want Steve's bunghole
That
all
would
to
be the
yourself,
safest.
John. That's your.
Wow, we've really gone with
find
the
that
story here. I like it. I walk away for just 5 seconds, and you guys,
It's all Derek's fault. It's all Derek's fault.
It's
Right.
been- It's been a journey. It's been
if we all squish up really close together, I think we can all fit in Steve's
You'll
bunghole.
all
I know. I look like I'm
what
taking
the
up quite a
hell
lot
is
of room.
happening? Like, are we in the one costume now? Like, are we in the one space?
No,
Is that what we're saying?
no. We're
No.
We're doing
it
this
was
by
such a
choice.
risk to make this go even further off the cliff.
I
But
think we should pull back.
we're all going into the airlock of the spaceship that we've come across.
Yeah, and you can squeeze quite a lot up to me. I know it looks like my stomach.
I was trying very hard, Benjamin.
but
Stop it.
I'm very thin. You can crush into and my spacesuit will just collapse.
Why don't we just all go in like some kind of human centipede?
Ooh.
I like that John's brought the level of humor back up. I'm glad, thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Is there a
That's-
name
I'm
on the
glad
side
you
of
did.
this ship?
Yes, the
Yeah.
SS what?
Don't say Steve.
All right. So you all managed to squeeze into
Into the airlock.
into the airlock.
We close the
and,
outer door and cycle it.
close the cycle it. So the power is still there, believe it or not, after all of this time, and as the fluorescent lights kind of tink on in that annoying flashing way that they do in science fiction adventure series from the 70s, the door opens and there's a kind of a stale, musty.
We've still got our helmets on, but
You've still
definitely
got your helmet on, so
we're not
kind
like
of-
all television shows. We're like, oh, this appears to be vaguely Earth-like. Screw viruses
Damn it, that
and
would've been
things.
fun.
That's right.
Yeah, I found these.
I
don't want to catch a case of perspicacious or whatever you said it was before. I'm sure I'm not vaccinated against that.
There is no vaccination against perspicacia, Lou.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Is there
Something
oxygen
to
here?
catch automatically. All right, so you
Is
you
it breathable
enter
atmosphere?
Yeah, I
Derek?
look at my wrist and it should show like breathable. No, definitely no viruses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does show that it's all in the green, and yeah, okay.
Well then,
Okay.
take off the helmet.
I watch John's character see if he dies for just a little while before I take off mine.
He goes
No, it's
blue.
okay. It's okay. I'm okay.
And
I smell cherry, and whatever Derek's going to tell me next.
Yes, what does he smell?
yeah,
What do you smell?
smells a little bit like rotting meat.
Oh.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
I don't know
That's what I
alcohol
want.
very well, but it smells a bit like someone died in here.
well, if it ferments,
We have
you
gone
can
into
make it into
Steve's
alcohol. Damn you, John.
Sorry.
we were just
We
climbing up
nearly
out
moved
the-
on.
I'm
We were
sorry,
all
I'm
just
sorry.
over the
Carry on,
edge, our
carry on.
heads were above it, and then you pulled us down.
I thought I'd gotten us
Pulled
there.
it straight
I thought
back into the bunghole. Oh.
Yes.
I don't know that rotten meat helped us actually, Derek, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have an
Someone
ass
died in
suggestion.
here.
All right, so
Take your helmets off. It smells fine-ish.
I'm not so sure. Not from the look of your nostrils flaring like that.
Well, one
I
of them
take
is
off mine.
damaged from
Oh yeah.
the accident.
Oh.
Maybe it smells twice as bad as you think it does.
Well, you
Best you
think?
take your helmet off and find out, boy.
Nathan's character. I mean, strictly speaking, my helmet doesn't work very well because the rope comes like out, like you know.
Yeah, it's true. It's not.
There was never a seal.
It was never a seal.
You
Derek,
broke Johnny.
Derek, I'm going to remove my hi hat. My hat actually comes down to be my helmet. So I'm going to lift it like the
So wait, you've been a walking top hat this whole time.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like that's
Wow,
not
that
as
just
cool
pop
as you
into your
think it is.
imaginary.
Not as cool as you think it looks.
I'm very cool. You should see the picture of me.
Tobias Kelly.
All right. Yes, you take off your top hat, spacesuit helmet,
It's just
and
like legs poking out the bottom of the hot dog.
that's right. And
biggest hat.
yeah, you definitely smell that kind of rancid meat smell, as well as that musty, dry thing, like it hasn't been
Are you
there
smelling
for
what
a
I
while.
smell?
I am B2.
It
Smells like a
not
problem.
time.
Are we talking like musty dead meat smell like a really
Take your helmet
expensive
off.
whiskey?
I'll take your
I
helmet
take-
off for you
Oh,
if you want,
no,
Ben, because you
no.
obviously don't have hands because your
One
gloves
at a
are all
time.
floppy.
We all just said we
I
take off
helmet.
Ben's helmet.
Yeah, and I'm holding my breath and
Okay.
as long as I can.
Yep.
Which is not
John,
very-
Pull the-
not
Johnny.
very long.
Pull the rope.
It's not
Oh
very-
yeah, I took mine off before.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
I took it off before I even came in the ship.
I never put it on.
He's just been carrying around with it in his arm.
So you've
Wait,
all
we're
got
supposed to wear this?
you all got space rabies now. So
Yeah.
no,
Love it.
Back to the
the-
space doctor.
the lights of the ship start to expand out down the various corridors.
Okay.
Obviously, you're in the rear of the ship, and don't.
Shut up. Can I
Worst
just
enemy.
say,
You are your own
you are
worst
definitely
enemy.
making it
Oh my god.
you are all what I would like to call professional adults who have professional careers. Who have,
Look at the colour.
I walked away for 5 minutes, and you guys on your
Yeah.
own made some real ass jokes, and you just kept crawling back in there,
Can I
right?
just-
Like just
Can I just say,
Crawling back
can
in
I just
there.
say I love the shade of red that Derek has gone? Can I just say that? Can I just say that Derek's shade of embarrassed pink right now is glorious?
Can I just say I'm
I
surprised
think I
it
may
wasn't
have
me.
started this, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Save
you
the
really did.
Wi-Fi.
Can I say Nathan walked away, and this is what happened. Everybody sees
should-
me as the problem, but it's
Never.
not.
You should never walk away, Nathan.
It was
You should
never
never
you.
walk away. You clearly you ground us. You
I
I
send
know.
know
me.
that last comment of Derek's was, I gather, completely unintentional.
Absolutely.
Worst one of all.
The sphincter opens.
That's
to-
right.
Oh, you're funny.
This large gaseous red cloud.
Right. We follow the large colon to
Yeah.
wherever
Yes.
it leads us.
Yeah, so you work your way through the ship. You pass, obviously,
It's
What do we
Uh,
pass, Derek? What did we pass?
Oh
What did
my
we pass,
gosh,
Derek? Go on.
guys.
Jacob, you obviously walked past the kitchen.
Does it smell like rotten meat in there?
It does.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's actually probably where it's coming from.
What
Do we investigate
I investigate if it's just
food?
food or if there's something more sinister.
There is some there is a whole, not a banquet, but there's food that's been left out on the table, and this is actually the source of the smell. It's gone rotten.
I've
Yes,
eaten some pretty old food in my time as a
No,
stowaway.
this
Is it?
No.
No. Okay.
A lot worse
Was
than
this
that.
left?
Okay.
Was this left in a hurry? Are there like
It's
were
always
people
left in a
preparing
hurry,
it and it's
isn't
left
it?
in a hurry, or was it like put away and it was packed up?
Sounds Nathan like you're trying to read a situation.
No, look, to be honest, it might sound a bit like that. Oh, boys,
Yeah.
we get to roll some dice. Ready?
Roll plus
This always
brain.
goes so well for Nathan.
Oh, brains. I'm smart. Wasn't my
Me
top
smart.
hat.
Does it
Is
give
anybody
you a
wanting to help
bonus,
me?
Your top hat?
It does.
No,
I got
I'm
a
used
to it.
brains.
I might be able to help you.
I
in the
can't help
sense
with the
of
brains.
I know
Sorry.
about food and
Well, how
Yeah,
about
you
this?
can-
How about I help you?
I'll help you. And then you what? No, wait. Didn't you say you got good brains?
I'm pretty smart. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just be the help, and you
Alright,
can
cool.
make the brain roll.
All right. Well, will you help me and then I'll roll?
Well, I'll see if I help you. I give you a +1.
Okay.
Woo!
11. 11. That's good.
That's
Wow.
good. That's
11
nice.
is very good.
You get me to ask 3 questions. Who or what is most vulnerable to me? Who or what is my biggest threat?
Yeah.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah.
Who or what is in control here?
That one.
What here is not what it seems? And
That
what's
one?
my best way in, out, or way past?
The
No,
last
that's gonna
three.
lead. That's going to lead. That last one's going to lead to poo jokes. So,
Yeah.
all last 3, please,
All the last 3 ones?
in that order.
Who or what is in control here? Murray, you had the kinship thing where you
Yep.
determined
But it was
had a lot
an
of information.
old, so it was an older kind of ship that. What do we know? We know that the landing gear's down. We know that's an older kind of ship that sort of probably went out of commission 40 years ago. We know it's got rotten meat, which is well beyond salvageable even by Max. So, but we know it's also got power.
People left the vessel last.
Yeah, so someone's left the vessel when it got landed here. Perhaps that actually happened quite some time ago based on the food, but
So,
the power
Just in-
source of the ship might suggest that not that long ago, but some time ago, but not 40 years ago kind of thing.
just in terms of what should I, who or what is in control here, you glean, Nathan, that, and along with Murray's description of the ship, that this is probably a pre-AI ship. So essentially, you're in control here. You don't believe that there would be any sort of automated operating system other than the rudimentary autopilot.
But that leads to my
Would we
second
even
question,
know how to
Derek.
use it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I be honest? Yeah. Would people know how to use non-AI systems, or will we have to will we have to hook our AI into this computer?
Good point.
We'll be like
Yeah.
we'll be like Scotty with the mouse. Computer.
That was so cool.
Oh, Derek.
God.
We just broke Derek.
It's a cat. Was it a cat?
It's
Derek.
a dog.
No,
Derek.
the dog
It's my
worried
headphone.
behind.
Headphone stand.
Derek,
Ooh.
I have to ask a question. Who is controlled there? Your house.
Yeah, good point. What here is not what it seems. Well,
Yes.
certainly, the people didn't come here looking for. You think that the people, whoever they were who came here, they weren't looking for space alcohol. This is
What?
definitely some different kind of mission.
Why else would you be here?
What's the point?
Yeah. What is my best way in, way out, or way past? I definitely think that the only way you're going to get off this rock is to utilize the AI from your ship to pilot this.
Because is our ship broken?
I don't think your ship is going to make it off this rock.
Is it not powerful enough?
I think you could probably salvage stuff from this ship.
Yeah, and we've got a very large fuel source.
I think if we somehow tether through some kind of umbilical cord
like
our ship,
rope,
the BB, and we connect it somehow to the airlock of Steve's ship, we will create the perfect synergy of ships, and therefore our AI can pilot.
So it'd be like a booster for our planetoid.
Murray, did you hold, whilst holding the rope, look at the rope, looking you at character, pulling Ben's character, and go,
I am our ship, and Ben is the ship.
Relationship. That's right.
So essentially, we're gonna keister ourselves inside Steve's.
That's why they call it a relationship.
Oh gosh.
Just waiting for the pegging joke.
I thought I did quite. It was quite subtle, actually.
That's right.
Yes, very subtle.
All right, cool. So that is your 3 questions. Who or what is in control here? What here is not what it seems, and what is my best way in, way out, or way past?
And he explains this. Is he suddenly perceived it?
I do. Yes, I do. Absolutely.
It's an amazing dump of information, isn't it? You get from these.
So the question then becomes: is there anyone else on board? In which case, we should probably go and investigate the blue light.
Yeah, good.
That was looking.
I thought it was
the blue light's not on the ship. The blue light's over the horizon.
Yeah.
But the horizon's not that far away.
Are there? This is a bigger ship. Yeah. Are there vehicles on this ship to travel?
This is a smaller ship.
Okay, but is it like our cargo is there to collect alcohol? This came for a different reason. Is there any specialized equipment or technology on this ship that we could find that would indicate what the special mission was?
Yes.
You
ask that to the AI on the computer.
You would need to head up to the pilot. I'm going to take command of the situation and leave and tell everyone to follow me, which they probably won't.
I'm just gonna say I'll go back to the ship and get an umbilical cord and see if we can strap up this AI while you guys adventure further in.
All right, I'll send the boy ahead.
Okay.
It's a girl.
I'm 20.
Turns out Max is a girl.
I can just imagine this kid just walking through blindly.
Yeah, with floppy gloves on and stuff that nothing fits.
So Nathan, you make it to the cockpit, and it is one of those cockpits that kind of has glass all the way around, including underneath.
Cool. That's
because this is specifically designed for like planet hopping. So it's a highly maneuverable. It's a smaller craft. It's better equipped to kind of be in, sort of low Earth gravity, and just for exploration.
Cool.
Well, can we start looking around? Like, open up.
Does the ship
does anything work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got little jets on the underside of it that you can use to go shorter distances and sort of land back on the.
Can we take it over to near our vessel so that John can then plug it together?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you just lift it up.
Yeah.
Well, gee, you probably could actually.
Is there like an interface to like look at the ship's computer or log or anything?
Yeah, captain's log.
Yeah, good question.
Not necessarily in the cockpit, just somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Does it have a black box?
Or a blue box?
So,
I'd like to, a log of what missions the ship's been on before.
I might get you to maybe manipulate another, Johnny.
Oh.
I can't believe this game doesn't have rules for trying to access digital logs on an abandoned vessel.
In the 19th century sailing,
Really.
So I'm trying to manipulate the ship.
Manipulate another.
Yeah, it's hard to know what to. I rolled terribly. My beauty is not good.
Do you want some help? Is that going to help,
Johnny?
So I got a total of 3.
Right.
No amount of help's going to help you, Johnny.
So
you make things worse.
you fire up the log of the ship, and a screeching, keening, awful sound like nails down a blackboard penetrates all throughout the ship. It's not quite as musical as that, but
very well timed.
Yeah, very nice. And it shatters the silence in the ship, and makes everybody kind of feel very uncomfortable. And you notice that the ship's log, the computer that holds it, sort of bursts into flame and
sort of
starts smoking. Well, just kind of, there's a spark inside it, and then a lot of black smoke pours out of it.
What happens if I do this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Fire in space is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky we're on a planetoid.
Yeah,
that's right.
Can I try and start up the ship?
Yeah. So
because the first plan worked.
So your logical outcome from this, Ben, was the thing's going to catch on fire. It's on flames. Let's start it up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good.
We should do that. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
Good,
we should actually do that.
Good.
Yeah. There's a key with a bunch of fuzzy dice.
Yes, of course. There's a key. Hang on, adjust the rearview mirror first.
He's just looking for opportunities to be disciplined. That's what it's all about.
No, you press the go button and the ship's engines hum to life. Can you get a sound effect of ships?
Can I find like the best cassette tape or something to put on or anything?
Oh,
yeah, there's an 8-track.
Yeah. What did you touch?
It's got Toto by Africa.
Wow.
Sorry, Africa by Toto.
No, it's Toto by Africa. It's a completely different album.
It's a futuristic version. They're a cover of a cover band.
It's like it's like
That's
how
right.
much do I love you? I love you in Toto. All of you, every bit about you. It's
amazing.
Toto.
That's great.
Oh yeah.
It's totally awesome.
Oh no, wait. I should say that in South African because it's Africa.
Boy.
Toto. I love you. Everything about you in Toto. I love you, all of you.
Let's go to the
playing.
Wizard of Oz Toto.
Yeah, go. Wizard of Oz,
I've started the ship. I think I can hop it over to our vessel so it's close enough to have its umbilicaled.
What qualifications do you have to pilot a spaceship?
I've watched a lot of pilots from behind vents.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what'll make
I'm not there.
You know what'll make him pilot the ship accurately will be the threat of the clip across the ear if he gets it wrong. That's right, Max.
That's motivation adequate to give me a bonus. I think. I
will slowly wrap the rope around my hand, ready to just give you a yank because that's the kind of motivation
Okay, I'm going to pull back on the stick to try and make it rise a bit in the air.
Yeah,
that was my help. That was my help or hinder roll.
I think
I'm about to roll as to whether that helped you.
That's right.
So you're definitely
here we go.
Hold of your stick and see if it sticks up in the air. Did you say?
I rolled. Well, I rolled a 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 6. I got to roll a 6. Oh dear, the GM makes things worse. Okay.
The GM makes things worse. You yank on his head, and
I think you already did that with the whole yanking on the rope thing.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't to do anything.
I wasn't actually yanking. I was preparing to yank.
He was trying to intimidate me into feeling.
Oh, maybe I should have rolled for intimidate another.
Give me a piloting roll.
Which is what?
Maybe we used strength before, didn't we? That was when we were crashing.
Well, my brawn is -1. I'm not going to do this by strength. I'm going to do this by balance, because I'm doing it's like I'm like Armstrong with the flying bedstead.
Yeah, so a -1.
No, +2. What? I get a -1 from Murray. Okay,
from Murray.
I have 6 + 2 is 7, 8 -1 is 7.
7. You just make it.
Oh, gee!
Oh no, guys!
That's loud.
but you manage to move it over. The rope is kind of yanking on your neck. You land it, but you hear the front strut, the landing strut, kind of crunch and buckle as it hits a bit, sort of sideways. You don't feel like it would take another landing.
Okay. I think I got it close enough. I got it close enough, do you think?
John, you see
just
the ship
50
kind of...
centimeters out of too far.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
Hang on. Do we use centimeter? Do we use imperial or metric in the future?
Oh, actually, I didn't think of that. Yeah,
that's a good question. Yeah, it does fit.
Yeah,
Spacer meters.
Sorry, I don't want to be that guy. We use freedom. We use freedom units here.
Yeah.
There's no imperial entanglements.
No.
Right.
There's
Nice.
freedom.
How many parsecs are we away from the other ship?
Absolutely.
You can do the Kessel run in 6
Yeah, we
months.
could do the Kessel.
Freedom
all
increments
right.
that we use.
Okay, good. I've got it in position. Umbilical us up. John's character. Tom.
Umbilical us up. John's
character.
character. Character.
Do you feel immersed?
The immersion is amazing.
I think we
it's
ruined
like we have
the immersion with all the bum jokes.
I love that we have a
I'm going to plug into Steve's bunghole and
Were
we'll
there
get
bum
it going.
jokes? I didn't notice any of them.
I think some of those bum jokes were actually very immersive, but
Yeah, that's right.
Really, yeah.
Mm.
They were.
Very
I'll plug the umbilical in
Woo!
and
Okay.
start.
Oh, that feels great.
I'll enter the ship and
Where are you etching?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do about your space juice? You've got a 5% fill of the
We're going to
tank.
suck it out of the ground. We've got the nose aerator. Can we just make it go down into the
Nostrolator.
That's you.
We blow instead of
welding them
suck.
together.
Yeah, let's clear some dust. Let's clear some dust.
Sound.
The planet
it'll
dry.
supercharge it, right? Like the alcohol will supercharge your engine.
It's like the nitro button.
Yeah.
No, that's just going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
We need to heat it up. Maybe can we point some thrusters at the ground to melt some of the alcohol?
That's
and
a
then
That won't catch a light. Will it?
We're calling it
that'll be fine.
spalcohol.
Well, yeah.
Spalcohol. Sorry, yeah.
Spalcohol.
Yeah. So
Cherry.
you.
Except it's not really in space. It's on a planetoid. So is it plaucohol?
Alcohol.
Does that make all alcohol plastic?
Alcohol.
All right. So you move the Nosferator over onto the Nosferator seems like
Please make it correct.
Bad name.
It's the Nostrolator.
If you're going to say it wrong,
The Nosferator
really say it
seems
wrong.
like a Dracula kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Nosferatu.
The Nostrolator.
I want to sniff your blood.
That's a great idea, Ben. Yeah. So definitely that works brilliantly.
Point some thrusters gently at the ground and melt it and suck it up with the Nostrolator.
Yeah.
Gently point the thrusters
Like
at the ground.
heroes.
All right.
Freaking heroes.
Like
collect-
alcohol snorting heroes.
Bloody heroes, mate.
You collect a full tank of
As
space
it
alcohol.
a full tank, as it were. That's right.
Yeah. Let's party out of here with our umbilical cord.
Yes.
Tow us to safety.
Yes.
Can we supercharge our engines?
I'm going to pilot this one. You pilot that
alcohol?
one, and we'll fly together.
Oh, isn't the AI has to pilot the smaller
Both of
ship,
them.
which is going to tow the bigger ship
Yes.
via its umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought the combined thrust of the two was going to get us out.
Well, we
of
can
here.
do that too. Yeah.
So, Derek, can we get off this planetoid with our ship?
I don't think that's going to be very dangerous.
So we need to rig the boosters from the other ship to connect up to our ship in order to get us both out of there.
That's what the umbilical cord did. Now the AI can control both vessels.
No, I think the best thing is to move the AI to the new ship and take that ship out.
How would a smaller ship with less power be able to get us off?
It's
the
lighter.
It didn't crash. It didn't crash.
Oh, we
functioning.
broken down, are we? Oh, I didn't know we were
Yeah,
broken
we did.
down.
We had a crash landing.
Sorry, I missed that bit.
We careered out of control into the deadly. Yeah, it's that.
All right. Well, I'll take my my space plant that I have in my space quarters, and
That's true.
We'll transfer over to the other ship then, I guess.
And my positions are meager and few. just my self-esteem, which is getting smaller all the time. So that's really easy to carry. Thanks,
Hugh Murray yanking on rope.
That's right.
All right, you bundle your possessions and the space alcohol into the new ship and prepare for liftoff. Who's flying?
The AI.
Oh, the AI.
The AI is out. Pilots.
So says, please
Is it questioning
put all of your hands and legs inside the vehicle.
Oh crap! Yeah, that's a good idea.
And strap yourselves in. There's a sound as the engines spool up, and you see the dust billow out as you slowly rise up from the planetoid. Ooh. And the engines sort of kick in, and you take off as you head back to the kind of the sort of the fissure that you came through, and all of a sudden you're engulfed in the red dust the AI is doing the calculations of slowing the ship. We're reaching the mid layer now, and you burst out of the red cloud into that tiny avenue in between the red and the black clouds, and you start to skim along the surface of the red. That
was amazing.
All of a sudden, the ship lurches to one side as a gout of acid kind of bubbles up, and the AI kind of pilots around it before you could even consciously be aware that it was coming, and you arrive back at this area that allows you to pass safely through the black cloud, and you zip through it and shoot out into space, safe.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to the AI, that was BB great. And then I'm gonna turn to Max and I'm gonna loosen the rope around his neck and go, you did good, boy. You did good.
Like all the way off?
Look at that.
Yeah, no.
It was a story arc. The whole thing.
That's right.
So
my character grew.
So we went there, crashed our ship, and then we just came out of it in a less good ship. And we didn't get any alcohol.
No, we brought all the alcohol.
We got a full tank of alcohol, didn't we?
We got a full good bag.
Wealthy beyond our wildest dreams.
All right.
Cheers.
So the space alcohol does indeed have a woody aroma to it, and smells of and tastes of raspberries, and it becomes the taste sensation that sweeps across many sectors, and you all become massively rich. Woo! And are able to afford lots of sweaters and cardigans.
Can I afford a proper spacesuit?
No, but sweaters. Sweaters are almost as good.
And shoes?
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Shoes.
Kind of more like flip-flops.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're Crocs.
Space Crocs.
Space Crocs.
Wait for the melody drop here. Yay.
Thank you, everybody, for playing Alas for the Awful Space. It
wasn't so awful.
It wasn't so awful. It was brilliant.
It was brilliant. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, everyone.
Please like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
We'll see you next time.
Yes.
And we're sorry about Steve's bunghole.
Derek
what
is
the hell
very
happened
sorry.
when I left? I just left. And
you need to watch the video, Nathan.
Yeah, you have to watch the video.
We'll have to watch it back later.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna go. Let's go back to the review. See you boys.
All right.